Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last time around we had Bite of the Ant, where, hang on, what the hell, we had, Dr. Marco luring Envy to, the north, and then they fought Envy, and Dr. Marco pretty much won, reduced her down to her basic form, which was interesting. And then they decided that they needed to split up, so Scar and Dr. Marco are heading out, and then Al and Winry are off to Lior, and we got an end after credits scene of Al meeting up with Hohenheim. And then Mei is taking Envy in a jar back to Xing to try to save her clan. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. We didn't get anything of Ed last episode. I want to say there was something else, but I cannot for the life of me think of it. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. Anyway, why don't we just go ahead and jump into the episode, because, you know, it's the end of the day and I'm tired. So, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Here we go. Wow, I did actually manage to squeeze every show this week onto one page, and I was just about to not be able to do that, you know? But I did it. But we'll also squeeze in of Reckoning. There we go. Now it's complete. Okay. I'm going to go back. Hang on. Okay, yeah, that's just the other guy. Okay. Alright. So I had to check for a second because I could have sworn... I could have sworn that the big guy that Armstrong fought, I remembered him, but for a second, because of all the grain and everything, he looked like Hohenheim, and it tripped me out, but no, it's just the big guy. I just forgot for a sec. Alrighty. Well... that was interesting. Hey, we've got Ling kind of back. I mean, he's at least in the show again. Now, here's the other thing, too, because, you know, I like having, you know, I like the idea that maybe Ling is taking control again and maybe he's fighting the Führer, but if it's the return of, you know, even partially of old greed, he would go after the Führer. He would go after Bradley first. I love that even in his downtime, he has his sword with him. You gotta respect that. You know? I really did like that. I also like just seeing him more casual. And by more casual, I mean, he's not in the full uniform, you know? I love that him being casual is, you know, a vest and a button-up shirt and everything. And a sword. I really like that. I don't know. But yeah. But it looks like maybe the old greed could come back a bit. Maybe Ling could come back. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah. Really interesting stuff. So we had Al in Lior, and definitely a better reunion with Hohenheim than Ed had, but yeah, so that was pretty cool. And I did like, you know, that moment of, you know, Hohenheim's like, oh, I left him when he was so young, I doubt he even thinks of me as his father and everything. And then just immediately he just comes over, oh, Dad, you know, let me help out, you know? And I like that moment, you know, you could almost say, like, well, maybe we've had a bit of character development for Hohenheim, that he's, you know, he's a little bit happier. He's not. I mean, it's just the fact that it's such a marked difference from when he had his reunion with Ed. You know, that yeah, he looked at Al and he was proud of him. He was happy that he was going to help the people. You know, so I did really like that. But yeah, so. And we also got a bit more of Rose, which was pretty cool. And I like how she says, Winry pretty much saved them just as much as Ed and Al, because, yeah, she is the one who made Ed, literally get back on his feet. So I like that. I also do love... This is honestly just funny, but I like that the mid-episode cards... The first one was just Winry, it's all nice and sweet, but it's Winry in the bathtub. And then the next one is just Ed looking epic. Like, I don't know. I just like both of those, That's just kind of funny. So, excuse me. But yeah, so that was really good. I like that. And I also like Winry kind of being embarrassed about, Ed yelling at Rose back in episode 3, but... That is Ed trying to help. That's him being nice. It's him. It's him. It's giving a wake up call. So I really did like that. But yeah, Al knows the truth about Hohenheim, which is pretty crazy. Knows that he was from Xerxes and became a Philosopher's Stone. And so yeah, we speculated before that is there something different about Ed and Al from a normal human. I gotta sneeze. Come on, please. Sneeze. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Damn it, I hate that. I hate that so much. But yeah, we speculated, is there something different about Ed and Al because they are the son of, a walking Philosopher's Stone. But Hohenheim assured us that no, you are genuinely human, So I like that. And then we also had and I like that moment where it's like, oh, I know it's so far-fetched, you probably won't believe me, and it's like, you're talking to a soul bonded to armor. Like, I think it's not that far out, especially with everything they've learned over the course of these episodes. Like, I don't think that's too far out, man. So yeah, now Al knows the truth. Which is pretty cool, and so yeah, so the plan originally is to destroy the tunnel. However, yeah, with Pride watching it, that wouldn't be a good idea. But I also like that that even though the transmutation circle is complete, you can't do it yet. You can't do it yet, and it's specifically that Father is waiting for the day of reckoning. And we know because we saw the scene, he needs specific people. I'm thinking he needs specific people, I can only assume who have seen the truth. Now, we don't know, I suppose. Well, I guess we do kind of know that Hohenheim has seen the truth. I mean, just when his body was completely altered, that's him seeing the truth, So we've got Hohenheim, Ed, Al, and he's also thinking Izumi Curtis, but it looks like you would need a fifth person. But we don't know any person who has seen the truth, so I'm wondering if that's going to be a thing, like someone else is going to have to see it, Someone else is going to have to see it in order to become the fifth person, but we'll have to see. But yeah, so until then, he can't just destroy Amestris like he did with Xerxes. So there is still time, but it is a bit of a ticking time bomb now. Meanwhile, we also had the dummy army, which was interesting. Just, sort of dummy human bodies that they will implant souls into, which is interesting. And it's all the soldiers of the, the fallen, armies that they've been able to conquer, So that's pretty crazy. And then we also had Ed we had Ed and the two chimeras, which was pretty cool. And I'm wondering if Ed will think to go to Lior, because we didn't see anything about that. But I did like, Ed coming in and just completely decimating those soldiers just instantly. And then I also like they turn the corner and Ed completely changes the look of the car. So you don't know, that's not the same car, so they have to keep looking. That was very clever, but I also like the whole thing of, oh, can you change it back? Like, they so wanted it to be changed back, and it's like, what, you don't appreciate my sense of style? You don't have any style. Like, oh, poor Ed. Oh, well. But that was funny, and we'll have to see if Ed can figure out to go to Lior. We'll have to see. But then the last thing I wrote down was Ling and Greed, which was pretty cool. I like that. You would think it wouldn't be, because the homunculi are so, big and perfect and stuff. But I like that Ling is fighting back, Which presumably he's the only one. Oh, well, I was going to say he's the only one who, is a person with, bonded to become a homunculus. But obviously Bradley is. But I like that Ling is fighting back against Greed, And the difference between Greed and Wrath is that Wrath was new. He became, a new homunculus, whereas Greed used to be another version of Greed. And, he thinks that, all the memories from your past self have been purged, but they are starting to reform, and Ling is taking advantage of that. So I like that. And even though he may not be in control now, he's got Greed fighting Bradley, which is what the old Greed wanted anyway, So yeah, that's great to see. I love, having Ling back at all, I've missed him. So yeah, really, really good stuff. We got 20 episodes left. I realized today that because this is episode 44 of 64, we got 20 episodes left. That does not mean we are anywhere near close to the end, though, because that does mean 20 weeks left. But we're really getting into it now, definitely, and I'm very curious to see where we are going from here. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.